Today, 70 residents live here, and the community has become a way to show how to live sustainably. Elena Novali came out to Arcosanti while on a road trip. She was taking a sabbatical from her job as an early childhood educator in Denver 3 years ago. She never left.
Stayed here for a week and integrated in with the community and met a bunch of really great friends, and I just fell in love with the place.
There's a lot to keep Novali busy here. There are hiking trails, a swimming pool, community areas, theater, and a studio where artists create the famous Arcosanti bells.
I knew that my living situation in the cities and the suburbs, it wasn't the right fit for me, but I didn't know of an alternative.
To live in Arcosanti, each community member, like Novali, completes a 6-week workshop where they learn how to live and work here. Novali now helps to continue the work started by Soleri. Soleri wanted to build a community that utilized nature instead of destroying it, so the architecture takes into account the desert ecosystem that surrounds it. David Tolas has carried on Soleri's philosophy. He's called Arcosanti home for nearly 35 years.
I've lived here since 1981.
Tolas works as an architect on site and is raising his 2 children here.
All the kids get to know people, and you have a supportive environment because you know all these people. We had people who living in the community who helped us raise the kids.
Tolas came to Arcosanti out of curiosity back in the 80s while studying at Michigan State University. He says as people become more concerned about climate change, there's a renewed interest in Arcosanti.
And now, slowly, climate change is becoming more and more of an issue. So Arcosanti is becoming, again, like it was in the beginning.
But not everyone believes that Arcosanti has accomplished what it was built to do.
I think it's failed.
Mark English, an architect in San Francisco who has visited Arcosanti, is not impressed with the community or Soleri's vision.
Seems to me it's more of an attempt for one man to stand above the others and basically sell himself as a prophet.
But to the Arcosanti community, it's more than just an experiment. It's a connection to the earth. The Arcosanti bells, for example, represent being one with the ecosystem by using natural materials and processes to make them. Then, the wind works its magic.
There's not a finite end or completion to anything. Everything's always constantly evolving and changing, and I think that Arcosanti has done a really amazing job to adapt.
I always say it's not the product that's that important, it's the process of what's going on.
To Novali, the community is the most important part of Soleri's vision.
I think it's more like the social sustainability that is the most valuable aspect there for me.